Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Advice to Think Twice. My name is Monica and I'm here with a reading for you for the second half of January, so running roughly from the 15th to the 31st of January. I am recovering from a cold. I've just seen these cards, so I'm still going to shuffle them. I am recovering from a cold, so my voice isn't great and it comes and goes, so I'm just trying to make the best of it, but just bear with me. This is going to be for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. You can also watch this if you're dealing with the Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Keeping in mind, these are general readings, yeah, so they're not going to apply to everyone, or not in the same way. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you enjoy my work, please make sure to subscribe, like, share, comment, and thank you to everyone who's been doing that already. I'm traveling between the 23rd and the 1st of February. And what that means is if you place an order on the 23rd or 24th of the month, I may be late getting it to you by a day or two. Any other time should still be fine. And if you're interested in the special, it's only available until the 31st of January, so now would be a good time to look at it. So let's see. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Second half of January 2019. Overall energy. And now we're looking at your career, finances, studies, projects, permits, contracts, money, business, that sort of thing, yeah? For Sagittarius, second half of January 2019. So, overall energy, we have the 9 of Wands. And I'm sorry if I'm breathing funny, but again, I'm recovering from a cold and it's just not great. So the 9 of Wands is your overall energy. Now this can talk about things coming to a head, you being with your back against the wall in a situation, and that comes up in the circumstance of something you've been putting off or procrastinating with, especially if it's about making a decision or anything like that, and you've been putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. Now you're going to have your back against the wall, you're going to have to do it. This can also feel like ultimatum energy for some of you, whether you're giving the ultimatum or receiving it. For others of you, this is a card that tells you that it's going to be a very busy time. And take care of yourself, make sure you don't get run down, okay, because it's going to be busy. It's not a bad thing, but it can be if we don't take care of ourselves, okay, so make sure you rest properly and you take care of yourself. There might be some minor, I'm not a doctor, but if I see it, I will say it, but there might be some minor injuries like sprains or headaches or scratches, bruises, bumps, that sort of thing, okay, because you might be too tired to pay attention what you're doing, where you're going, so it's just something to be mindful of. The 9 of Wands is overall guidance, is telling you not to give up on a situation, put your foot down and stand up for what you believe in, and it is a card that shows up when we feel like giving up on something, and the guidance is you're almost there, the hard part is over, now is not the time to give up, okay, so keep going, you'll see the light at the end of the tunnel very, very soon. So let's see the rest of your cards. I have the 7 of Wands as well. Similar energy to the 9 of Wands. So the Justice card. The 5 of Swords. 7 of Wands. Similar energy of standing up for yourself, of defending what you believe in. Your principles, don't compromise, don't back down. The 5 of Cups. The Judgment card, and the Queen of Coins, or the Queen of Pentacles. So for some of you, the stress is coming from a legal situation involving people in your environment, so whether it's a situation at work or with your neighbors or something like that, okay, or even family, unfortunately. And you've been involved in a legal situation, in a legal battle, as it were, and you have the 9 of Wands and the 7 of Wands in terms of that warrior energy, okay, of stand up, of defend yourself, of stand up for what you believe, of speak your truth. I do feel that for some of you, this is saying something about the defense. So I don't know if you're getting a new defense lawyer, or if they're trying something new this week, or this time, during this time, or if something in the defense itself is changing. But I feel like that is what is going to be the turning point, and that is what is going to resolve the situation. You will get that settlement, that judgment, that final decision, verdict, whatever this is. And with the Queen of Coins, there is some sort of compensation that's coming through as well. So this is saying, don't give up on this, keep going, come at it from a different angle, because it will work out, okay? Because I feel like with the Five of Swords and the Five of Cups, it's been going on for a while, and it's got you to a point where it's just hurtful, it's discouraging. You're at the point where it's just like, it's just not worth it, I'll just give up, give them what they want. But this is saying, no, it's not fair, it's not right, and don't give up on yourself, okay? For others of you, this is about contracts. I feel like something has been very dragged out, very back and forth, very stressful, whether it's about a job environment, because there's 2 5s talking about environment, a situation with your neighbors within the community, whatever this is, where it's just been very stressful. You have suffered a loss or several, and you're just at a point where you just want to give up. This is saying no, get legal advice, get a legal professional involved. It's not right. You need to fight for what you believe in. You need to stand up for yourself. If you haven't done anything wrong and people are saying you did, then arm yourself with that legal guidance, with that legal expertise, and you can put this to an end once and for all, okay? Whatever it is you've been waiting on, that again has to do with paperwork, with documentation, with a decision, with a verdict, with something made official. It's been very stressful. You've had to fight a lot of people for it, whether that's in a competition sense or just in general dealing with toxic people. That situation will be resolved very, very soon. With that 9 of Wands there, do not give up. This is not the time to give up, okay? So just keep that in mind with this energy. This is also, if you've been searching for a job, whether you have one or not, if you've been searching for a job, it's coming through. This is saying, again, don't give up, don't stop what you're doing, keep applying, keep talking to people, don't stop what you're doing. You will get that call, okay? So keep that in mind with this energy. Whatever you do, don't give up. Okay, whatever you've been trying to do, don't give up. Just push through. This is going to be the last push, okay? So let's see. Emotional life and love life for Sagittarius. Emotional life and love life for Sagittarius, second half of January 2019. Okay, let's see what we have. So, King of Wands, your energy or another fire sign, the Fool, a new beginning. So for some, this is about a divorce, a bitter divorce. The Devil, okay, very painful, very toxic. The Justice card again, so seriously, they're telling you it will work out. Do everything above board, stand up for yourself, do what's right, okay? Do the fair thing by yourself and others involved, and you will be rewarded for it, and it will be done, okay? The 8 of Pentacles and the 10 of Wands. So for some, that's what this is. So you're dealing with a situation that is happening in your love life, but it's affecting your finances as well, and reputation, and taking your attention and focus off work and your money and that sort of thing. And just know, keep going, okay? Push through. It will end very, very soon, okay? But do the right thing. With the Justice card there, always do the right thing, whatever that means. Do the right thing. Don't stoop to these people's levels. It's very important, okay? Do the right thing, even if it's hard, even if it's a burden, even if it's going to take you a longer way to get to the end. Do the right thing, because that's why you will be rewarded. For others of you, this is about a karmic situation with the Devil card and the Justice card in there twice. It's fate. They're bringing a toxic person into your life because there's a lesson, or there's still lessons attached to that person or that type of relationship. So just be mindful, okay? Nothing's changed. You have to apply what you've learned from the previous encounters, okay? You have to apply what you've learned as to not repeat the cycle. For some of you, that may be walking away from someone, breaking up with someone. There's Capricorn involved, there's Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces involved. Someone who's very manipulative, very controlling. There may be addictions involved, where it's an addictive, codependent type of relationship. The Eight of Pentacles tells you that you've been through a lot and you've learned a lot. Now is the time to apply that, as opposed to continuing to carry that burden over and over and over until it just breaks your back and makes it too difficult for you to get back up, okay? So just keep that in mind. For others of you, this can be a new connection, and there's a lot of passion. Maybe there's a lot of sex, there's a lot of fire there, there's a lot of heat there, okay? Both these cards, you have to be careful with these cards, okay? The Justice card is there to remind you, do the right thing. Think of consequences. That's what the Justice card is there, because the Fool and the Devil are both cards that talk about just being in the present, not thinking about the future, not thinking about the consequences, just enjoying yourself, or indulging or overindulging. So just be mindful, okay, as much as you can be, try to be, to think of the consequences. Make sure you're doing the right thing in this situation, because with the Devil card, it can lead to all sorts of nasty things. Sex, drugs, and alcohol type of energy is there, okay? And there may be multiple people involved. You may not know this. By the time you find out, it'll be too late, and then it will turn into a very, very heavy burden. So just be careful there, okay? Just be very careful. For some of you, again, this is about getting a divorce, separating yourself from someone, moving out on your own. For others of you, let's have a look. What else can we see? It can be moving in together. It can be that. Or even getting married. Especially if it's like spur of the moment thing. If it's like eloping or something like that, okay? It can happen for some of you. For others of you, this can be an unplanned pregnancy. Okay? Because of these two here with the Fool and the Devil. Again, just try to, I don't know, you get swept away, don't you? You go with and in the moment you kind of lose yourself, and by the time you catch yourself it's kind of too late. But they're kind of giving you a bit of a heads up there, to, as much as you can, think about the consequences, because there can be pregnancies happening, and if that's not what you want, they're just giving you a heads up, like, hey, that could happen, so just make sure you do what you need to so it doesn't, okay? So it's just something along those lines. For others of you, this is the single life, and again, they're just saying there's nothing wrong with enjoying yourself and enjoying the single life. However, just be mindful of what you do to other people. Be mindful of the consequences of your actions, okay? Because you might be dealing with someone who's very, very sensitive, or who's very immature, and you might be, without wanting to, you might be messing someone up, okay? So it's just something to keep in mind, okay? And let's see. But yeah, whatever is, so with that Nine of Wands, they're saying don't give up on a situation. But if it's something toxic, and if it's something that's been going on, that's a different scenario, okay? So I just want to clear that up. So if it's something that you've been going through, it's toxic, it's always toxic, and it keeps coming back, then that's just saying, how long are you going to keep carrying that? And maybe it's time to put your foot down and come up with some boundaries. While for others, I feel like don't give up applies more there, okay? There is a lot of fire, there's a lot of passion within your love life. But again, just the caution of there's nothing wrong with that, but try to think of the consequences of your actions for yourself as well as for others. Let's see. Someone from the past might be trying to come back, that we've covered that. They might be a Capricorn, there might be a, that's the King of Wands. Did I say King of Cups? I don't know, I don't remember. That's the King of Wands. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, if I said something else. But there is someone you've been carrying a flame for, or they've been carrying a torch for you, trying to come back and start over. And this is saying, just be mindful, be careful, tread lightly, think of the consequences. If you decide you want to do this, you know, just kind of prepare yourself for the consequences, good or bad, so you don't beat yourself up if it doesn't go well. And if you decide not to do this, then put your foot down and make it clear, that sort of energy. You might be meeting someone new through school, or even someone in work. But again, be careful there. There's something not quite right. So let's see, additional advice for Sagittarius for career, finances, money, business. Additional advice for Sagittarius for emotional life and love life. So career, money, we have self-sabotage, complacency, not making the effort. So again, don't go into complacency. Don't sabotage yourself or allow other people to sabotage you. And don't just give up. That's what not making the effort is. Don't give up. Okay, very important. Do not give up. This is also, don't get too comfortable. If you want something, go for it. Fight for it. Okay, that's your energy there. Don't just wait for it to happen. Don't let other people push your buttons. Then don't let other people get inside your head. Just fight for what you want. Okay, don't back down. For emotional life and love life, we have be patient. Destiny is playing out behind the scenes. So we've got the Justice card twice, and now a card of Destiny playing out behind the scenes. So you are definitely dealing with karmic bonds, karmic lessons. Pay attention, because I feel like it will affect the next few years in your life. Okay, your decision, I mean. So think of the consequences before you decide what you're going to do. For others of you, this is definitely talking about meant to be encounters, where you're just going to have to take a chance. But I do feel you have a choice between something that's very, very tempting, but it might be toxic, or something that is healthier, and it needs work to grow, and it needs investing in, and so on and so forth. So you're going to be having to make a choice between something that is not necessarily the best for you, and something else. Okay, so take your time, but know that divine timing is at work in your love life right now. Things will happen the way they are meant to, when they are meant to, and just try to make the best choices you can, really, because you've got multiple major arcana cards here in your reading. So do the right thing, number one. Think of the consequences of your actions, number two. And be careful, you know, I mean, if it's one of them where you just want to enjoy the moment, perfect. But don't go into a situation where it's just about enjoying the moment and then expect more from it. It will not bring you more. And same thing, don't go into something that could be a solid relationship and treat it as something that's just for fun, because it may cost you a good opportunity. So that's the kind of energy you've got around you during this time. So just decide what you want and just go in that direction, okay, is what they're trying to say. So that is your reading, Sagittarius. Let me know how the cards apply to you, if they do, what's going on here for you. With all these major arcana cards, you know, it will be what it will be. What's meant to be will happen. There's not too much control you have over the situation. You do have control over your own decisions and actions. So that's what you need to focus on, and let things kind of settle down as they will, where you don't have that much control. Okay, but I hope the reading helps you if you're dealing with these energies. I'm looking forward to your thoughts. Watch all your other signs. Have a wonderful time ahead, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.